So, dear students, in the last class we were studying the properties of amines. So, coming to the physical properties, we have studied the physical nature of amines. Lower members of amines are gases and they are fishy in smell. Higher members are liquids and still higher members are solids. The main important physical properties of amines are number one, their boiling points. Boiling points of amines are usually higher than the boiling points of the other compounds of almost the same molecular masses. This is because amines undergo intermolecular hydrogen bonding, because in amines hydrogen is combined with nitrogen. So amines have polar NH bonds. Because of the polar NH bonds, the amines undergo intermolecular hydrogen bonding. As a result, association of molecules takes place. To break these molecules, we have to break the hydrogen bonds. To break the hydrogen bonds, we need extra energy. Therefore, boiling points of amines are usually higher than other compounds of almost same molecular masses. So, first thing, boiling points of amines are usually higher because of their intermolecular hydrogen bondings. So, coming to the solubility, coming to the relative boiling point. So, primary amines are having more boiling points than secondary amines, more boiling points than tertiary amines, because in primary amines the intermolecular hydrogen bonding is more. Coming to the solubility of lower members of amines aliphatic amines are soluble in water because they form intermolecular hydrogen bonding with water. So as the molecular masses increases, the solubility decreases, because as the molecular masses increases, the hydrophobic part of the organic compound, namely alkyl part, increases and the solubility decreases. That means amines or lower members of amines are more soluble in water than other compounds because they form intermolecular hydrogen bonding with water. So today we will study some of the chemical properties of amines, under which basic nature of amines are very important. So question will be asked on the basic nature of amines. So no doubt amines are the derivatives of ammonia. Amines are the derivatives of ammonia. So in your first PUC classes we have studied that ammonia is a base. Ammonia is a base. Why it is a base? Because ammonia reacts with HCl. So it accepts a proton forming NH4 plus Cl minus. So HCl is an acid, ammonia is a base. So according to Bronsted-Lowry concept, HCl is an acid because it donates a proton. Ammonia is a base because it accepts a proton. And also NH3, in NH3 nitrogen has a lone pair of electron and it accepts a proton and it can donate a pair of electrons. So since ammonia donate a pair of electrons to this proton, what happens? So this is NH4 plus, this is NH3. So it has lone pair of electrons and it accepts a proton. So it can easily share this lone pair of electrons to this hydrogen ion. So this process is known as protonation. So here ammonia is a base because it is in a capacity to donate a pair of electrons according to Lewis concept. Base is a substance which donates a pair of electrons, and acid is a substance which accepts a pair of electrons. So by donating pair of electrons, it can accept the proton. So what happens finally? NH. This is a coordinate bond. So ammonia is a base because it can accept a proton. Ammonium is a base because it can donate a pair of electrons. So it is a proton. It is a Bronsted-Lowry. According to Bronsted-Lowry concept, ammonia is a base because it accepts a proton. According to Lewis concept, it is a base because it has a capacity to donate a pair of electrons. So on both the concepts, whether it is Bronsted concept or Lewis concept, ammonia is a base. Ammonia is a base because it accepts a proton. Ammonia is a base because it is in a position to donate a pair of electrons. Therefore ammonia is a base. So since amines are the derivatives of ammonia, amines are also basic in nature. They are nucleophiles as well as Lewis bases. So first point, amines ammonia and amines are nucleophiles and Lewis base. And Lewis bases, since they contain lone pair of electrons. So in ammonia also nitrogen carries lone pair of electrons. In amines also, say for example in methylamine, nitrogen contains a lone pair of electrons. Since both in ammonia as well as in amines the nitrogen contains a lone pair of electrons, therefore it is in a position to donate a lone pair of electrons. Therefore they are nucleophiles. Since they are rich in electrons, they are nucleophiles and they are in a position to donate a lone pair of electrons. They are bases, are nucleophiles as well as Lewis bases, since they contain lone pair of electrons. Number 2, since amines are basic in nature, they react with acids to form salts. Example, this is methylamine or methylamine, CH3NH2 plus HCl. So this is methylamine and this is an acid. You will get CH3NH3Cl. This is methyl ammonium chloride. It is a salt. It is a salt. So since amine is a base, amines are bases, they react with acids to form salts. So this is another evidence to show that amines are basic in nature. Amines are basic in nature because they contain lone pair of electrons on the nitrogen atom. Since they are excess of electrons, they are called nucleophiles. They attack the positive center of the organic compounds. They are called nucleophiles. And third point, the basic nature of amines. Basic nature of amines are expressed and compared in terms of their Kb and pKb values. Kb and pKb values. What are Kb values and pK values? Where Kb is called, where Kb is equal to dissociation constant of the base, and pKb equals negative logarithm to the base 10 of Kb. For example, ammonium hydroxide is a base. It dissociates to give ammonium ion plus OH minus ions. So the Kb value is equal to concentration of NH4 plus into concentration of OH minus divided by concentration of NH4OH. So this is a weak base. It dissociates like this. Ammonium hydroxide dissociates to give ammonium ion and hydroxyl ions. The equilibrium constant, here it is called, this is equilibrium constant. This equilibrium constant is also called dissociation constant. Dissociation constant of the base. So this is Kb. So if Kb is high, if the value of Kb is high, it is a strong base. If Kb is low, it is a weak base. So on the value of dissociation constant of the base, we can say whether it is a strong base or weak base. If Kb values are more, they are strong bases. If Kb values are low, they are weak bases. So this is one point. So Kb values can also be expressed in terms of their pKb. So what is pKb? pKb is equal to negative logarithm of Kb. So if pKb is high, it is a weak base. Weak base. Also if pKb is low, it is a strong base. So third point, we can also express and compare the basic strength of amines in terms of their Kb and pKb values. If the Kb values of bases are high, they are strong bases. If Kb values are low, they are weak bases. Similarly, pKb, in terms of pKb values, if pKb value is high, it is a weak base. If pKb value is low, it is a strong base. So that is all these are very important. That is Kb is directly proportional to basic strength of amines. Basic strength of amines. If Kb is high, amines are strong bases. If Kb is low, amines are weak bases. Similarly, pKb is proportional to 1 over basic strength is inversely proportional to basic strength of amines. Basic strength of amines. So, first of all, we have to know that amines are basic in nature because the nitrogen atom of amines contains lone pair of electrons. So, these lone pair of electrons can easily donate to other substances, namely protons. Therefore, amines are basic in nature and also amines are nucleophilic in nature. Number 2, since they are basic in nature, they react with acids to form salts. Number 3, the basic strength of amines are expressed and compared in terms of their Kb and pKb values. If Kb values are high, they are strong bases. If Kb values are low, they are weak bases. That means Kb is directly proportional to basic strength and also pKb is inversely proportional to basic strength. These 3 points you have to remember while solving the given problems. Now, in continuation of the basic nature of amines, so this is also very important. Number 1, methylamine. Methylamine. Example, CH3NH2 or alkyl amines. In general, alkyl amines are more basic than ammonia. NH3. Explain. Methylamine or in general alkyl amines are more basic than ammonia. Explain. So, coming to the structure of amines, methylamine. So, this is CH3N, this one is H, this one is H. So, this is methylamine. So, here there is one lone pair of electrons on nitrogen atom. Coming to the structure of ammonia, HNH. So, this is NH3. Here also it contains a lone pair of electrons. So, this one is ammonia and this one is methylamine. This is methylamine. It is also called as methane amine. So, it contains lone pair of electrons. So, here in methylamine, so number 2, this is H, N, H, H. So, this one is ammonia. This is methylamine, CH3NH2. So, methylamines are more basic than ammonia. Explain. So, how to explain this one? So, here this methyl group or alkyl group is an electron releasing groups. It is an electron releasing group. Methyl group is an electron releasing group because of its positive inductive effect. Positive inductive effect. Therefore, 8-methyl group pushes this lone bond pair of electrons towards nitrogen atom. The density of electron on nitrogen atom increases, and this makes nitrogen atom to donate this pair of electrons to this proton. Therefore, it is a strong base than ammonia. So in alkyl amines or methylamine, the alkyl groups or the methyl groups are electron releasing groups because of the positive inductive effect. This is called plus I effect. So this is very, very important. Methyl groups or alkyl groups are electron releasing groups or electron pushing groups. Therefore, why this is due to positive inductive effect, since alkyl groups or methyl groups are electron releasing groups, because of their positive effect, they increases the electron density on nitrogen atom, so that this lone pair of electrons are more easily available for bonding with this proton. So because of this lone pair of electrons, it can easily attract or bond this proton. Therefore, it is more basic. So in ammonia, there is no methyl group, therefore no positive inductive effect. The electron density is not increased. Therefore, methylamine is more basic than ammonia. So methylamine is more basic than ammonia. So methylamine is more. So write down here. Methylamine is more than ammonia because the methyl is also called as alkyl groups or electron releasing groups. Due to positive I effect. Due to positive I effect means positive inductive effect. So because of the electron releasing groups, they are electron releasing group. Methylamine is more basic than ammonia because the methyl group are electron releasing groups. Due to positive I effect, comma, increases electron density on nitrogen atom, so that it can easily donate the pair of electrons. It can easily donate the pair of electrons for Protonation. Protonation means combining with this proton hydrogen ion. Methyl group is an electron releasing group because of its positive inductive effect. So as a result, the electron density on nitrogen atom becomes more, so that it can easily donate this lone pair of electrons to combine with the hydrogen ion or protonation. Therefore, methylamine is more basic than ammonia. So, therefore, methylamine is more basic than ammonia. So, CH3NH2 is more basic than NH3. Understood? So, methyl group or any alkyl group is an electron releasing group because of its positive inductive effect. As a result, the electron density on nitrogen atom will be increased, so that it can easily donate these lone pair of electrons to hydrogen ion to form a coordinate bond. Therefore, alkylamines or methylamine is more basic than ammonia. So next, aniline or phenylamine. C6H5NH2, aniline. So here it is a phenyl group, or less basic than ammonia. NH3. Explain. This is also very important. Alkylamines are more basic than ammonia, whereas aryl amines, namely phenylamine or aniline, are less basic than ammonia. Explain. So, look at the structure of aniline. So, this is aniline. So, here it is NH2. So, here also there is a lone pair of electrons on nitrogen atom, and this is phenyl group. So, this phenyl group is an electron withdrawing group. So, these electrons will be withdrawn by the phenyl group due to resonance. So, this electrons comes to here, it forms double bond. This double bond goes, so this electrons comes to here, and then here, and then here. So, the double electron, so this is what is known as resonance. So, this lone pair of electrons on nitrogen atom, due to the this phenyl group is an electron withdrawing group because it withdraws the electron on nitrogen atom because of its resonance. This double bonds goes on shifting from one place to another place due to its resonance. As a result, the electron density on nitrogen atom decreases. Therefore, it makes the electron density on nitrogen atom less, hence they become weaker acids than ammonia, weaker bases than ammonia. So, write down aniline or phenylamine is less basic than ammonia. because the phenyl group due to resonance, that is negative I effect. So positive I effect ಅಂದ್ರೆ towards nitrogen atom electron ಅನ್ನು push ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವನ್ನ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇಂಡಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಇಂದ ದೂರಕ್ಕೆ ಎಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಐ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ರೆಸನೆನ್ಸ್ or minus I effect, what happens? decreases the electron density on nitrogen atom. Phenyl or amine is basic in nature because the phenyl group, due to its resonance or minus I effect, decreases the electron density on nitrogen atom. So it makes the availability of electrons less on nitrogen atom, and it is less available for protonation. So the availability of electron is less, for protonation. So it makes the availability of electrons less for protonation. Hence aniline is less basic than ammonia. So C6H5NH2 aniline is less basic than ammonia. So alkyl groups are electron releasing groups, increases the electron density of nitrogen atom so that protonation becomes easy. Whereas phenyl groups are electron withdrawing groups because of their resonance and minus I effect makes the availability of electrons on nitrogen atom less and protonation becomes difficult. Hence aniline is basic than ammonia. So in general CH3NH2 is more basic than NH3, which is more basic than C6H5NH2. So alkyl amines are more basic than ammonia. Ammonia is more basic than aryl amine. So this is decreasing order of basicity. So decreasing order of basic strength. So alkyl amines are stronger bases than ammonia because of the electron releasing groups. Aryl amines are less basic than ammonia because of their electron withdrawing groups, phenyl group. Illi positive I effect, illi negative I effect irutte. So ammonia is base, no doubt. Alkyl amines are more basic because of electron releasing groups. Aryl amines are less basic because of their electron withdrawing groups. So this is very important. Methylamines, anilines are, why they are more basic, why they are less basic. So then basic strengths of primary, secondary and tertiary amines in gaseous state or non-aqueous state. Basic strength of variation of. So and also I want to tell you, so suppose this is aniline, NH2. So if groups like, note number 1, if groups like OCH3, CH3, OCH3, CH3, groups like OCH3, CH3, etc. These are called electron releasing groups. Electron releasing groups is attached to the benzene ring, comma, they increases basic strength. So groups like are in general, note number 1, electron releasing groups like OCH3, CH3, etc. increases the basic strength of aniline. Note number 2, electron withdrawing groups like NO2, COOH, SO3H, X, halogen, where X is Cl, Br, I, etc. decreases the basic strength of aniline. Example, what is this compound? This one is NH2, this is CH3, this is paratolidine is more basic than aniline. Paratolidine is more basic than aniline, which is more basic than para-nitroaniline. This is NO2, para-nitroaniline. Why? So if the alkyl groups, or these are called electron releasing groups, are attached to this benzene ring, what happens? The basic strength increases, the electron density of nitrogen increases, therefore they become more basic than aniline. On the other hand, if electron withdrawing groups like NO2, COOH, SO3X, etc. are attached to benzene ring, they will withdraw the electron density, they will decreases the electron density of nitrogen on nitrogen atom, therefore they become less basic. So this is an important note you have to note down. variation of basic strength. Variation of basic strength in primary, secondary and tertiary amines. Tertiary alkyl amines. Tertiary alkyl amines. Variation of basic strength in primary, secondary and tertiary alkyl amines in gaseous state, in gaseous phase or non-aqueous phase. So this is very important. You have to note down whether it is gaseous phase or non-aqueous phase or aqueous phase. So you know alkyl groups increases the basicity and phenyl groups decreases the basicity. So if you increases the number of alkyl groups, basicity also increases. Therefore, in tertiary alkyl group, so this is CH3, 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 N. This is tertiary. NN dimethylamine. NN dimethylamine. This one is CH3N, CH3H. This one is N-methyl. N-methyl. This is NN dimethylamine. NN dimethyl methanamine. Dimethyl methanamine. This one is N-methyl methanamine. This one is CH3NH2. This one is methanamine. So this is tertiary methylamine. This is secondary methylamine and this one is primary methylamine. So in tertiary methylamine there are 3 methyl groups, here 2 methyl groups and here it is 1 methyl group. As the number of alkyl groups increases, basicity also increases. Therefore, tertiary methylamine is more basic than secondary methylamine, which is more basic than primary methylamine. That is, basic strength of tertiary amines is greater than secondary amines, which is greater than primary amines, which is greater than ammonia, which is greater than ammonia, and which is greater than aniline, C6H5NH2. So write down basic strength of tertiary alkyl amines. Tertiary alkyl amines are more than basic strength of tertiary alkyl are more than so on here you can write like this. Electron releasing effect is maximum in tertiary alkyl amines. Tertiary amines, since they contain more number of electron releasing groups. So the electron releasing capacity is maximum in tertiary alkyl amines because they contain more number of alkyl groups. Therefore, basic strength of releasing groups and electron releasing effect is minimum in primary amines, since they contain less number of electron releasing alkyl groups. So therefore, in gaseous or non-aqueous phase, the basic strength is in the order tertiary amines are more basic than secondary amines, which are more basic than primary amines, which are more basic than NH3, which are more basic than aniline, C6H5NH2. So this is very important. So alkyl amines are more basic than ammonia because alkyl groups are electron releasing groups. If the number of alkyl groups increases, the basic strength also increases because of the presence of more alkyl groups or electron releasing groups. Therefore, tertiary amines are more basic than secondary amines, which are more basic than primary amines, which are more basic than ammonia, which are more basic than aniline or phenylamine. So this is only in case of gaseous or non-aqueous phase. So I will tell you what happens in case of aqueous phase, non-gaseous phase.